In the wake of possible joint military action against Iran, Bahrain warns Iran against meddling in its affairs. Bahrain on Thursday warned Iran to stop interfering in its internal affairs, while affirming its support for a union between the 6 nations of the Gulf Cooperation Council. Foreign Minister Sheikh Khaled bin Ahmad Al-Khalifa made the remarks a day after Iran called on its people to protest on Friday against a union that Gulf officials say will start with Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. The union is a demand by the people of the GCC, Sheikh Khaled said, according to the official BNA news agency, adding that Bahrain rejects Iranian interference in the affairs of the kingdom. The minister said that every once in a while we hear Iranian claims that Bahrain is the 14th governorate of the Islamic Republic and that Bahrainis want to return to the motherland. This meddling and this Iranian stance is not just directed against Bahrain, but against everybody in the Gulf bloc. Meanwhile, Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev warned on Thursday that military action against sovereign states could lead to a regional nuclear war, starkly voicing Moscow's opposition to Western intervention ahead of a G8 summit at which Syria and Iran will be discussed. According to this Reuters report, Medvedev gave no further explanation. Nuclear-armed Russia has said publicly that it is under no obligation to protect Syria if it is attacked, and analysts and diplomats say Russia would not get involved in military action if Iran were attacked, which seems to contradict numerous previous reports. Medvedev will represent Russia at the Group of 8 summit in place of Putin, whose decision to stay away from the meeting in the United States was seen as muscle flexing in the face of the West. Since Putin grabbed power for a 3rd presidential term and made Medvedev prime minister, Russia has vetoed 2 Security Council resolutions condemning Assad's government, one of which would have called on him to cede power. Putin said previously that threats will only encourage Iran to develop nuclear weapons. Analysts have said that Medvedev also meant that regional nuclear powers such as Israel, Pakistan, and India could get involved into a conflict. In the face of this, Iran continues to enrich uranium in defiance of international pressure. The West is convinced that Tehran's real objective is to build an atomic bomb which Israel will never accept because a nuclear-armed Iran is a threat to its very existence. The Iranian proxies Hezbollah in southern Lebanon and the Hamas fighters in the Gaza Strip. Both are believed to possess large arsenals of rockets which could hit major Israeli towns and cities. Hezbollah's deputy leader Sheikh told Reuters in February that an Israeli attack on Iran would set the whole Middle East ablaze with no limit to the fires. Time is running out. Iran's nuclear program, an existential threat to the state of Israel, will soon be buried deep enough underground to render an Israeli attack impossible.